What are we going to talk about? We're going to talk about
why women don't value themselves.
Yes.
Why do we work for free? Why do we think exposure means something?
Why do people expect us to work for free?
Yeah.
Hi, I've got Serena O'Brien with me today, and we are going to talk about why do people assume or not hesitate to ask for something for free, assuming that it's free.
Yeah.
I mean, I get
and
that.
Why is it more
all the
common
time
for women than men?
Yeah. Do you think?
It is, totally.
Yeah.
So I'm so passionate about this. It's all started for me, this realization. I didn't realize that it was happening.
Yeah.
And I saw in a Facebook group, it was a women's networking group, had posted in a Facebook group asking for a photographer to shoot all of their events for the year. So that was 10 events.
Okay.
To shoot all of their events for the year, and they would be paid with exposure through the group. And they would get to attend the events.
Yeah.
I mean, how kind. You can come to my event.
Yeah,
as long as you photo it.
Exactly.
You kind of can't photograph an event without actually being there.
No.
So it's kind of funny.
Yes.
And I remember thinking, that's not worth it for the photographer. Like, you know, actually going to the events and taking the photos is a lot of work. But then editing and all of the
behind work.
Yeah.
And sometimes you agree to it thinking, I've got a good deal. But then you end up...
People will see me, people will know me.
And then you end up resenting it in the end.
Which is awful.
Yeah.
I thought, I'm going to ask this person why, how is this going to, how do they think this is going to work?
Yeah.
And so I didn't do it publicly on the post. I sent them an email. And I kind of said, you know, you're running a group that's saying you support women, but then you're asking them to work for free.
Yeah, exactly.
You're profiteering off people's free work. And it just started to click for me that maybe this was a thing. It just started screaming at me.
That's right.
And I just kept questioning people. If I saw it, I'd question them.
No, that's
How is this going to work?
And it happens all the time around you, all the time.
And the problem is twofold. Is people expecting that women will work for free, but that women will work for free.
Yes.
And if you say, it happens a lot in events industry, speakers. You're running an event, you need speakers, you ask women to speak, don't have a budget to pay you, but there'll be 100 people in the room, so it'll be great exposure.
Yes. Oh, I get that because I speak and I get that all the time. All the time. I just say my agent manages that. You know, just to remove myself from that.
Yeah. Or you could just say, I don't speak for free.
I know, it's really hard. It's really hard
to do it.
Yeah.
But it should be.
Yeah.
Like, it should not be hard for women to value themselves enough and say, actually, I'm worth being paid, right?
But it's awkward when you're put in that situation. You know, when you're in that situation, you kind of said, oh, I should have said that. That would have been a good comeback. But then you thought of that much later.
Well, it's through practice, you know. So I'm pretty clear when I say, no, I won't work for free now.
Yeah.
It is hard to start with, but, you know, it's just about getting the conversation going, whether people realise what they're doing or not. If we don't start saying no, there will always be someone who says yes to working for free. So if you say no to that event organiser to speak for free, they'll just call up someone else and find another woman who'll do it. Unless we actually start saying no, it's going to continue. You see it with speakers, another bugbear, artists, a lot. I mean, creatives happen a lot.
Yeah, I get asked to go to a friend's place and paint a mural on their back wall, you know, on the weekend for a champagne. That just happens all the time. They don't realise how much the cost of the paint is, what the time costs me, and, you know, taking me away from my family and what I want to do. I mean, I don't want to spend a weekend painting someone's mural.
No. Another example is goodie bags at events. How often do you see people say, I'm holding an event, would you like to donate some products for my goodie bag?
That's from large, you know, women cancer group to Women's Day group.
Yeah.
And for that, you get exposure.
Yeah.
I mean, there's not much exposure.
What I've realised through working through this is that these people aren't valuing these people like your time. If someone's asking you to do a mural for free, they don't value you.
No, that's correct.
But they don't value you because they don't value them.
Yeah, right.
So these people who are running events and asking speakers to work for free and filling goodie bags with free stuff, it's because they don't value themselves enough to run an event where the content is good enough for the ticket price. So they feel like they need to add it with all this free stuff.
Yeah.
I can't charge that much for an event to cover a speaker and buy gifts because people won't pay it because why would they buy
and
my event?
If they do get people to pay it, they wouldn't have a problem paying their speakers.
Yeah. My workshops, for example, I don't have goodie bags, but I have a gift for everyone who attends. Yeah. But I purchase that gift.
Yeah. To support the maker or the small business.
Build it into your workshop budget so that you can make money from it. You're supporting somebody by buying their products, genuinely supporting them by saying, I love your products, I want to share them with my workshop attendees,
that's
and I want to buy them.
Yeah.
I used the example of you're a wedding planner. You're planning a wedding. There's going to be 100 people at this wedding. Yeah. Some of these people are probably going to get married in the future. Yeah. Can you plan my wedding for free?
I'll give
for
you
exposure. Because there's probably guests there that are going to get married, right? And they might use you in the future.
Yeah.
Doesn't that sound ridiculous?
Most likely they won't use you in the future because, they just will go and find somebody else online. But I also find that if you don't get paid, if they don't pay you for it, for example, I used to be an architect and my neighbour asked me to design her kitchen and I did. The very next thing she went and paid somebody else to design the kitchen and built it, even though it was very similar to what I did for her, but because she didn't pay me, she didn't value it. So people don't pay you, they don't value your work.
How did you feel?
Oh, awful. Yeah, awful.
Used, resentful.
Yeah, and you won't do that again. I mean, it's a learning lesson, but it was really hard. It's very hard to say no, especially to a close friend.
I think, there's lots of things involved. There's boundaries. It's really hard to set boundaries. We find it as women particularly hard to say no. I run a business branding group program, and one of the exercises we did in that was I gave everyone a big sheet of paper. Yeah. And on one side, I got them to write down how they felt when they were paid for the work that they do, when they were paid fairly. And there were words like, I felt proud,
validated,
I felt confident, I felt validated, I felt good, I was happy, I felt respected. Yep. And then on the next side was how did you feel when somebody took advantage of you, asked you to work for free, didn't pay you enough, they felt resentment, they felt angry. And then we just looked at the two lists and it's like, how would you rather feel?
Yeah, absolutely.
It's a good starting point as a reminder to say, well, actually I want to feel more of these good things. So maybe I need to have a practice at saying no.
Yeah. Literally this morning I went to a florist because I sell cards and it had changed hands. The first thing she did was she wanted to bargain my cards down. It was like a matter of 20 cents that she was bargaining it down to, but I think it's a cultural thing with some cultures as well that they don't want to pay. They want, they just want to ask.
You never know if you
don't
ask.
Exactly right. But I said no. I was willing to just walk away. Yep. Because it's just on principle. I mean, it didn't really make that much of a difference to me either. But on principle, I just didn't want to set expectations that you can go in and get bargained down.
Because if you say that to her now, what might she ask for next month?
Yeah,
exactly. Where are you setting these boundaries? Yes. You're letting her know that actually you can be walked all over. And she's in control of your product.
Yes,
and your price.
That she ended up buying it at full price and a lot of it, and she's making a profit on it too. And remember that you're running a business, not a charity. Yeah. If you stand your ground and they want your product, then that's good. And if they don't want it, they don't want to pay full price for it, then just walk away.
It's just trusting that there are people out there that want what you have and are willing to pay for it. Yeah. And the ones who bargain you down or ask you to work for free or don't value you, are just never your people.
No, that's right. And you don't want to do it. It's
hard, particularly when you're starting out. Yes. Exposure seems amazing.
Yeah.
You know?
That's right.
It seems like such a good deal because all these people will see who I am. And from a brand strategy perspective, the reason why exposure doesn't work for small businesses is that we haven't built up a brand presence. Yeah. So when we see sponsors like Coca-Cola or Hyundai sponsor these big events, that works. Yes. Because they've built up their brand presence and they have what is called brand recall. When you say Hyundai, what do you think? Cars. Yeah. People say, I don't know, Leaf Creations. Yeah. What do you think? Nothing, because they have no brand presence.
That's right.
I made that up, by the way. Yeah. There is a business out there called Leaf Creations. Sorry. I'm not talking about you. But it's so if you're popping some earrings in a goodie bag, but people don't know your brand. No. They'll wear the earrings, they'll like the earrings, they'll have no idea who
And
you are
that's
a week
exactly
later.
Right. That's right. And you don't actually have your brand on the back of the earrings. I mean, it's on the tag that they chuck out anyway. They're not going to keep that tag and say, I'm going to Google her or follow her. Yeah.
So that's technically why it doesn't work from a brand perspective. It's like putting your business out there. Maybe you'll get some work, and maybe not.
Yeah, that's right.
Probably not.
And the businesses that you do value, if you're going to treat them like that, you're going to lose that as well, and that's their loss too, because they've lost a supplier.
Yeah.
So it's both ways. It's, it's not just your loss.
No. It's a twofold problem. It's a really complicated issue. We can work on.
What can we do?
I put out a challenge for International Women's Day is coming up on Sunday, which this video probably won't be out before then. Small actions, right, can have a big impact. So I did an Instagram live yesterday, and I popped it up on my IGTV. To say that there is one thing you can do to genuinely support women in business this International Women's Day. And if you are going to an event for International Women's Day, contact that event organiser and say, are you paying every woman involved in this event? Are you paying your speakers? Are you paying for the items in your goodie bags? Because how hypocritical to go to an event
I've had
for International Women's Day that are making these women work for free.
That is a really good perspective, because I've seen a lot of Instagram posts on groups that says any businesses wanting to donate for the goodie bags for this event, and that's been happening all week.
All the time.
And in fact, last year I got asked to do a free talk on an International Women's Day event.
So, and it's totally possible to run events where people are paid. I did 2 International Women's Day events last year. The first one was a luncheon where I was paid a speaker's fee. We had chocolates as gifts. The chocolatier was paid. We had flowers on the table. Florist was paid. Had it at a restaurant. Full restaurant fees paid, and it was still a profitable event because we marketed it effectively, and that people coming along knew that everyone was being paid. And the benefit for that is that they were feeling really good about attending an International Women's Day event where they were actually supporting the women who were there to provide them with value. I did another event at night time with a panel of speakers, and I actually worked with the event organiser then. They came to me and said, I want to support women genuinely. So we worked out payment for all the speakers, and we worked out that maybe a goodie bag wasn't viable, like maybe it would have cost too much. So we bought one item and made it a door prize. There's always ways around it that you can actually work it out, but it actually comes down to your own value, because it's like, I'm running this event, I've got to make it profitable. Are people going to buy these tickets? It's always the question. Yes, they will, if you can get your message out there properly. Of course they will.
Practice saying no, and also practice offering to pay and not asking for free things. It goes both ways, because everyone's guilty of both things.
Well, once you value yourself and you charge your worth, then you start earning more money. You start investing in yourself. You build your business. You're earning more money. You can then invest your money into other women in business. Like, it becomes circular. And imagine if everyone did that. We would not have half of these worries that we've spoken about today. It can be. It's not hard, but it's hard to actually take those steps. It's hard to say no.
True.
Practice.
That's right. We'll leave it there.